So I'm not going to be on here long. I have a quick word that I wanted to release. It's actually a revelation that came to me early this morning, like 5 o'clock this morning, and it's about dealing with rejection. And we always hear this phrase, when people reject you, they are rejecting the Lord. But to me, like for so long, I've heard this for years, right? Why is it that when, we hear that, we have a hard time receiving it? Because we still feel the pain, the anguish, the hurt from, who rejected us, right? And so this hit me early this morning. So I hope whoever comes across this, that this is healing to you. This blesses you. Okay. So James chapter 1 verse 17 says, every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. So God is the source of our good, right? It says every good and perfect gift is from above. It comes from God, right? God is the source of our good. So if you have a good person, right, come into your life and you mishandle, mistreat, and reject them, right, you have rejected God. God blessed you with a good friend. They're patient, they're loving, they're long-suffering. Okay, they are not these things on their own, but through God. So it's not their own spirit, but the Holy Spirit. Okay, so if you are the person, right, that's hurting from the rejection, remember that you've received the spirit of adoption according to Romans chapter 8, verse 15. Okay, you receive his Holy Spirit. Okay, and this is the transformation that takes place inside of us, right? This is the transformation that took place in you when you received the Holy Spirit. So those who have not received him don't receive you. Right? Like I hope that y'all can catch that, because when it hit me, I was like, wow, I don't know where this came from. Early this morning, the Lord dropped this in my spirit, and so I just wrote it down. But if you find yourself constantly dealing with pain and the hurt of rejection, right? Remember Jesus's words. It says, whoever rejects you rejects me, in Luke chapter 10, verse 16. So none of us are perfect, but if we're showing up with love, loyalty, right? True friendship, peace, and joy, and we're still rejected in the end, okay? It's really not because of me personally that I'm being rejected, because I'm not walking alone and becoming good all by myself. I'm walking with Christ, and that's Christ alone that's making me good, okay? So I'm not the model or standard that I look up to, but it's Christ that I'm looking up to. So am I really being rejected for me, or is it because who now lives in me? Because you and I can't take credit for the work that he's done in me, because this good comes from God. So I think that's something to celebrate, right? You're pursuing righteousness and you're doing right by people in the way that the Lord instructs, the word instructs, right? God not only acknowledges that, but he also rewards, right? He rewards righteousness. It's also a reason for us to pray for people, right? For us to acknowledge that because of the Holy Spirit that I've received, right? People are having trouble receiving me right now. Everybody is going to receive you and I. However, I don't have to walk around hurt. I don't have to walk around, feeling the pain of they didn't receive this, or they, somebody hurt me or anything like that, because these individuals, whoever it is that has hurt you or rejected you, and you've been still feeling the pain from that rejection, they just have yet to receive God. And so that's it. That was it. That's all I wanted to share.